Now the Q train starts off in Coney Island. Then it goes up Brighton via local. And then it gets to DeKalb. And once it gets to DeKalb, it goes over the Manhattan Bridge. And once it goes to the Manhattan Bridge, it gets to Canal Street where the R and W jump in. Then the N, Q, R, and W go up Broadway to 57th Street, which is the Q train's last stop, for now at least. Once December 31st hits, the Q train goes from 57th Street to 96th Street, 2nd Avenue. Now the Q train uses now is R160 Awesome Siemens, but it used to use R32s and R38, R68s, and of course R68As. Now the Q train, the way I remember growing up, is that it used R32s mainly, R32 Phase 1s and Phase 2s. But when the R32s first came to the city in 1964, they started on the Q, and the second train that they started on was the N. So now I look at the R32s and I realize that they were part of the N and Q. And then I look at towards the LTA, it's like, why would you discontinue a train that was first part of Broadway? The R32s are B&T trains, and then they brought them to IND. I kind of see what Knuckles says, like why would MTA do something like this? And then the last R32 that ran on the N, which was in 2007, they gave it to the B, and then really that R32 stood on the B for like 2 years, and then I think they broke it up and just sent it to the C. But it's pretty upsetting, and the Q train is one of my favorite trains along with the F. It's pretty upset that I saw R32s leave the F and the Q and went to the C. All three of those trains are my favorite, but I did not leave the F and Q side. I mean, the only good thing about the Q train now is that it has the Siemens propulsion with the N and the W, which is the only place you'll catch them, which is on Broadway. I just said the Q is one of my favorite trains. The scrap hangers over-exaggerate the Q. They put it on the top of their rating list, and they say the ratings are official. They don't rate the G, they don't rate the shuttles, and they have the C train at the bottom. Not cool at all. And I know exactly why they have the C train at the bottom. I don't know why they don't have the G train on the list. It's pretty freaking obvious. The G doesn't come into Manhattan. The C has R32s. But in short, the Q train is a damn good train, and but right now it's pretty dull. It's starting to whack again, and that's not something I want. The Q train was on 6th Avenue, and then it came back to Broadway. And then in 2010, the W was eliminated. The Q went to Queens. Now the W's back, and the Q train's Manhattan. And then December 31st comes, which is coming, and then Q goes to 2nd Avenue, which is, I think, will be good for the Q. But this is Robert.Astoria.Grand reviewing the Q train, and I give the Q an 8 out of 10. Well, actually, a 9.